I was on top. I was feeling good.
Careful. Relax a little bit.
Gatorade signed me. You can't get really much better than that.
I have a Jack King.
I told you, patience is a virtue. He sucks.
But then demons started creeping in and depression hit me. It came out of nowhere. I pride myself to keep moving forward in tough situations, but I couldn't stop it no matter what I tried to do. The more I pushed for it to go away, it came stronger and stronger until it beat me to my knees. The moment I try to get up, I'm getting beaten down again. It was so dark, it felt like I was in hell. You get over the pain, and before you know it, you're back in the pain. That's what it felt like. It was torture. And I said to myself, I don't want to box no more. I'm done. This is not even me. And I told my mom, I need help.
I'm so proud of my son for everything he's gone through and, overcome. It's amazing. It's an amazing journey.
In boxing, more than most sports, feelings can be mislabeled as weakness. Garcia knows better because he understands the power that can be culled from facing and reconciling an unseen opponent.
From the very first shot, you can see Ryan Garcia moving in a completely different rhythm this time. There's no rush, no distractions, just focused, steady work and long moments of concentration as the camp settles into a serious, disciplined grind. The speed is still present, of course, but it's now tempered with patience. Ryan is concentrating on his positioning, maintaining balance after each punch, and making sure he doesn't give anything away for free.
Okay, drive, good work. Woo. I'm 215 pounds, you pulling me like,
Once he gets in that mode, it's over.
Look good.
I got numerous NFL guys, MLB guys, and he has a mindset far beyond all of them kids, which is crazy. Go! He's gonna be as fast as he can be, as strong as he can be. We're gonna get the knockout.
Go.
10 more. 10 more.
10 more.
Ready, go. There you go.
He went on tired, 10 more, 10 more, until I've done 1 million.
You messed with the wrong Instagram fighter.
And after I beat him, 10 more. That's my mentality.
That approach is crucial against Mario Barrios. He's tall, tough, and thrives when fights drag into grueling rounds. Ryan understands that this camp isn't about flashy moments, it's about control. You can see it in sparring, where he's layering combinations instead of chasing a single knockout punch.
Same.
Garcia started boxing early, at age 7. He trained under his father, Henry, while the rest of the family provided never-ending support.
My dad created a shed for us to train in. It was like a little barn. It was funny, I was always seen as somebody that was destined to make it. In my family, they just always felt like I was gonna have an impact on boxing. There's been times in my life that I've said to myself, you better push it. You better win. Like my mom and dad, they gave their whole salary to this one tournament. We drove all the way over there. It was cross country. And I said to myself, if I lose in this tournament and I gotta do this long ride back home, it's just gonna be torture. So I swear on my life, nobody was beating me. And I actually fought a southpaw. Guess what I did to him? Punished him. And came back with the national title. So that was.
And in the drills, his defense flows seamlessly right after his offense, not tacked on as an afterthought. There's a subtle intensity in the way he moves, like someone who fully understands what's at stake and doesn't need to broadcast it.
It's over now. It's over now. Yeah. That energy! He's getting destroyed. He's getting destroyed.
14.
I don't care about the story no more. It's coming to an end. It's done. It's finished. Put in stake in it. done. No more story. You had a good run, like I told him. It was a nice little cute story. It's over with now. It's over. I got a longer story. That's the difference. His chapter's done. He had a fun little one, a little cute one. He did good for his city, but it's over now.
This camp has a deliberate, almost restrained energy. Ryan seems focused on proving something to himself before showing it to anyone else. It's less about style or flash, and more about building true readiness. And that quiet shift could be the most dangerous aspect of this version of him.
Everybody always wants to cut 5 to 10 pounds the last week of the fight, but during that week, you lose your strength. We ain't losing no strength. We doing this the right way. He's eating right. He has the nutrition on point. We're doing the strength and conditioning on point. We're way ahead of schedule. We're ready to fight right now if we needed to, and we still got 3 weeks left. That's the crazy part. We're keeping it focused, we're keeping it strong, we're keeping it powerful, we're keeping it explosive. Man, we're just excited for this fight.
While Ryan hones his speed and precision, Mario Barrios is preparing like someone who's already weathered the storm and knows exactly what it takes. His training isn't flashy, but it's solid, long rounds, constant pressure, and fundamentals that hold up when the fight turns difficult.
Why am I doing this? Why didn't I stay in school? Days and workouts like that, they push you to a mental where you really have to question, like, why am I doing this? For me, I have a couple of reasons. For myself, I've been in boxing since I was 6. I have love for this game. Some fighters, Pacquiao, for example, I think that's what it is. You just have love for the sport. You can't get enough of it. This shit sucks. Have a love-hate relationship with this guy. But everything it comes together like a puzzle on fight night.
Barrios is working methodically behind the jab, closing the distance, landing deliberate body shots, and then returning upstays. These aren't the flashy moves that go viral, but they win fights in the later rounds. You can see the experience in every step, calm footwork, focused eyes, no wasted motion. This camp is all about durability and discipline, built around the understanding that Ryan's speed can't be chased. It has to be controlled.
When all is said and done, more is said than done, and today a hell of a lot is getting done. Let's get it.
Yep. Good work.
I say it often, but I have confidence in my preparation. I'm making sure I'm on top of everything.
Even as the bigger fighter, Barrios remains acutely aware of his opponent's near-perfect knockout.
Barrios isn't looking to impress with flashy moves. He's focused on staying fully present and capitalizing on mistakes the moment they happen. His confidence is quiet but steady, the kind that comes from trusting your preparation rather than predictions. Having faced elite opponents, felt real power, and endured intense pressure, he brings that experience into every drill. This camp isn't about surprises. It's about being ready when the fight starts asking the hard questions.
So he must prepare not only to deliver blows, but to withstand them.
It's a neck exercise right here, so this is just gotta have a strong neck to take shots, and we've been putting more emphasis on that this camp than I think he's ever done his whole career, so. All right, let's get it. Shoulders back, good, great back, and good. This is a tough opponent, and he needs to take things to another level. Mario has to be in great shape, and he has to be able to move around the ring the whole fight and use his advantages.
And just when it seems all attention is on Mario Barrios quietly grinding and sticking to the fundamentals, Wade Plemons steps back and asks the question everyone's been avoiding. Is Ryan Garcia truly respecting the danger in front of him, or is he treating this like another content moment instead of a career-defining fight? What stands out about Wade's perspective is that he's not yelling hot takes, he's analyzing patterns. He notices Ryan with the backpack, the dual mics, the streaming, the theatrics, and essentially says, we've seen this movie before.
I don't like see the idea of like, oh, Joe's a traitor for training Mario Barrios after training Ryan Garcia. He's trying to make a living as well. He's got to continue training fighters. If someone like Barrios comes to him, I know every coach has a different rule about this, but if you don't have ties to the fighter that you used to have ties to, I don't see a problem with training another fighter as long as you're doing it ethically and you're not like poaching and like getting insiders in camps and stuff like that. Joe got to make a living.
When Ryan is chaotic yet precise, like he was before the Haney fight, His dangerous. When he's quiet but flat, like before the Raleigh bout, he comes across as hesitant. Wade isn't hating, he's analyzing. And when he calls Barrios the most available champion, it's not a slight, it's context. Being available doesn't mean vulnerable, it means opportunity. Those are the fights that can derail careers if they are treated casually. Did I also like how Wade brings in the Joe Goossen angle? Because that's where this stops being just a debate about punch speed and turns into a full chess match backed by evidence.
When I first found out that Joe was gonna go ahead and train Mario Barrios, I was taken back. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking, well, what the heck's going on here? Why would a coach that trained my son all of a sudden turn around and train somebody else to go against my son? He's done this in the past. But I also remember that he told me specifically that when Ryan is 100%, no one can beat him. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, Ryan is 100%.
When Wade Plemons jokes that Ryan needs a Jordan-era grudge for motivation, it's funny, but it hits a real point. Some fighters need chaos to flip the switch. The dangerous part? Barrios doesn't. Mario is calm, seasoned, and perfectly comfortable letting the other guy expend energy. Meanwhile, Ryan walks straight into that trap, 8-ounce gloves, ego sparks, press conference theatrics. It all makes noise. Yet Wade keeps returning to the same idea. This is a can't-miss moment for Ryan, not because of hype, but because boxing stops forgiving once excuses pile up. That's the tension. Fireworks may come, but discipline is what decides who leaves with the belt.
Whereas Barrios is a big dude compared. I think Barrios is probably bigger than Ryan. So massive, massive opportunity. No one obviously ever wants to lose a fight, but I feel like this is a can't lose for Ryan Garcia. You cannot lose this one.
I'm sorry, Mario. I forgot you. Oh, no. Here you go, Mario.
Right.
There you go. 8 ounce or 10 ounce. He picked 8. So we're not even going to give it to him. Actually, you know what? You already made your decision.
All right.
What is wrong with Ryan, dude?
Right after Wade Plemons finishes probing the chaos around Ryan, like a guy tapping glass to see where it might crack, the conversation subtly shifts when Mario Barrios and Joe Goossen sit down. They come across like two people who've already weathered the storm and built a roof before it even hit. What stands out immediately is how Barrios focuses on timing. Not fear, not hype, just timing. He frames the fight as making sense in the natural order of things, showing grown-up energy when he says this matchup has more value now than it would later. Essentially, he's saying, catch him before the mythology sets in, and that awareness is sharp. Joe Goossen isn't defensive either. He seems almost amused by the drama. He shrugs off the traitor narrative and questions what the upside would even be in trying to sabotage Ryan. This is a veteran who's been around too long to be rattled by headlines. What really matters, though, is how both of them view and frame Ryan.
Now, you've had back-to-back draws. How important is it for you that you need to be decisive in each round, especially against a name guy like that, the popularity, if it does go the 12-round distance?
Oh yeah, no, it's very important. I'm looking to have a very clear and a very dominant, win, whether it's by stoppage or whether it's by decision. And so I know, like, going into this fight, every round is going to be important. Pressing our game plan and pressing everything that we are.
Barrios doesn't dismiss Ryan, but he doesn't overhype him either. He openly says the Raleigh fight looked like a moment where Ryan mentally checked out when things went wrong, and that's not trash talk, it's scouting. When Barrios talks about dominating round by round, both mentally and physically, you hear a fighter who knows optics matter, especially when as a champion that not everyone fully respects. Yet Joe Goossen reinforces that mindset perfectly, refusing to prepare for a broken version of Ryan. He emphasizes that you have to assume you're facing the best possible version of him, or you're already behind. That's discipline. That's structure. No shortcuts. The Pacquiao reflections matter too, not as excuses, but as lessons about starting earlier, pressing sooner, and not letting rhythm slip by overtime. While Ryan's camp comes across loud and combustible, Barrios' side feels like pressure quietly building in a sealed room. No panic, no showboating, just adjustments, options, and intent. That contrast is exactly why this fight feels far more dangerous than most people realize.
I really don't reflect back on the Rolly fight. Yeah, can you derive certain things that he may or may not do well, or are there, faults that he has that you could pick out on that one? But, then I got to assume he's cleaned that up for this fight. So I don't look back and count on him making the same mistakes he made in the last fight. I want to train Mario to face the best Ryan Garcia that he can possibly be.
Right after Barrios and Goossen finish, speaking like engineers methodically tightening bolts before launch, the camera cuts back to Ryan Garcia, and the energy changes entirely. It's not louder, just more subtle and calculated. When Ryan leans into the illusion talk, it doesn't read as excuses, it reads as intent. He's essentially saying, yeah, I'm hitting 3-a-day training while you're watching an hour of streaming and thinking that tells the story. It's a magician acknowledging the misdirection without ever revealing the trick that as he lays out his routine, early gym sessions, focused boxing work, conditioning led on conditioning. It matches what his body already demonstrates. He's not winging this fight. I also like how he frames the streaming as promotion, not a distraction. That's Ryan signaling, I can handle both at once, while most fighters still stumble over the basics. The confidence in being ahead of the curve feels familiar because, like it or not, boxing often follows whoever figures out attention first.
It's something that, I was trying to create an illusion, of almost like you said, a magic trick. But in honesty, we're training really hard. We wake up, we hit the gym right away, 8:30. Then we can do boxing training, hours, running, boom. And then I'll fit in whatever I can with streaming. The streaming takes an hour, hour and a half out of your day. You get content, you boom. It's all part of the show. It's all part of the promotion.
The face-off moment with Mario Barrios is pure Ryan. Half joke, half test, gauging reactions, even clowning the boots like he's checking for nerves under the laughs. But the real sign of growth is how he handles Joe Goossen being in the opposite corner. He just shrugs and keeps the focus on himself. Old Ryan might have turned that into a saga. This Ryan comes across centered, almost boring in the best way. When he says that winning this fight means everything to him and his dad, it doesn't sound like promo. It's quiet legacy pressure speaking. Put it all together. And this isn't chaos, it's controlled chaos. Barrios is building walls. Ryan is throwing mirrors everywhere. And the truly frightening part? Both strategies can work. The only question remaining is whose version of reality survives when the bell rings.
I just gotta focus on me. That's it. Focus on me, tightening up my skills, my craft, my game plan. Whatever they got, It don't really matter. Once you're in there, whoever comes sharper that day wins.
Yeah. What would it mean to you and to your dad?
It'll mean everything, man. It's going to be a very emotional moment when it happens, and we are excited for this opportunity. We're going to give it.
When you step back and put it all together, this fight isn't about hype. It's about identity. Ryan Garcia is moving like someone trying to master himself before mastering the moment, balancing misdirection, discipline, and pressure without letting any one element take over. Mario Barrios, meanwhile, stands firm in who he already is, relying on rounds, habits, and experience to punish impatience when it shows point one side is mirrors and timing. The other is structure and endurance. That's what makes this matchup so unpredictable. Neither approach is wrong, but only one survives 12 rounds when the noise fades and the fight starts asking real questions. This isn't just speed versus size or star power versus grit. It's control versus attrition, belief versus proof. So now it's on you. Whose style breaks first when adjustments have to be made on the fly? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's debate it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.